Hello and welcome to Parent Talk Chats with Annie. Today we're going to continue our series of little chats based on the books by Chick Morman and his parenting program for helping children grow up to be response-able. So I hope you enjoy these chats and that you get information out of them. And if you would like more information, please check out his books at bookstores or libraries near you. And so we're going to continue today with an idea about continuing this about making choices and making decisions. All of us make good decisions in our life and we make bad decisions in our life, and children are no exception. And we all make better decisions the more practice we have. So we want to give our children practice and experience in making decisions, and also point out to them that they are making choices throughout their day and making decisions. So today's phrase is please make a decision. So we're going to use this one when there's a couple of options that are okay for children. And the options are a little bit open-ended. It isn't so much like have an apple or an orange. It involves a little bit more than that, but it's still a choice for them. And we want to do it when they are capable of doing both things. So we would use this especially in talking about how they behave and letting them know that they can make a choice about how they behave and where those behaviors are appropriate. So for example, if a bunch of children are playing a game and you know all these children are capable of following the rules for the game. So then you have a child that isn't following the rules. So again, this is when a child is capable of following the rules. We wouldn't do this with a 18-month-old who wasn't following the rules of football or following the rules for a card game. But you have kids all of a similar age, or at least old enough to know the rules and follow the rules, and so you know that they are capable of making the decision to follow the rules. And if they don't want to, if they choose not to follow the rules, then they need to go somewhere else and play a different game by themselves or with other children not involved in this game. So you would say, please make a decision. You can follow the rules and stay and play with us, or you can go and play in your room with some of your other toys. Both options are okay. Both options involve some work on the part of the child to be in the game and follow the rules, or to go somewhere else and do something that's appropriate in that other area of space. Another time you could use this is if you've prepared them for an activity that's coming up where you want them to behave in a situation where there is another option. So for example, you are having friends come over, and so your children can play in the room with you as long as they're quiet, or they can be playing in other parts of the house. You can have prepared them for this ahead of time, and you should probably, especially with young children, should have played with them on their own for some time, because they weren't going to have your attention for a while later. So since I'm going to be busy later, I'm going to play with you now. What would you like to do? Spend some time playing with them. So you've done all that, and now your friends are there, and your child starts out playing nice and quiet by you, and everything's fine. And all at once they start just putting the TV on loud, throwing balls around, just making a mess of your conversation with your friends. And so you can, instead of just punishing them, now you have to go to your room, blah, 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 you can say, please make a decision. We've talked about this. You can play quietly here and stay by me, or you can go and play in your room with some of your noisier toys and turn the TV on, if there's a TV in their room. So you can make a couple of those choices, and the child can make them. And again, this is when you know that children are capable of what's going on, and there is a choice for them to make, staying or going somewhere else, doing this activity or doing something else. You would not use this option if there wasn't a second option. So if you're in church, you're not going to say you need to sit quiet. You need to make a decision. Sit quiet with us or go out in the parking lot. Or if you're in the car going somewhere, you can't say, please make a decision. You either sit quiet in your seat or I'm going to leave you by the side of the road. Your choice. You're not going to give your kids that option. That's just not on the table. So that's not a choice that gets made. And that's not a choice that gets offered. But so for this technique to work, you have to remember that there has to be options that are appropriate for the children to make. So they can choose to follow the rules of the game and play with the others in this game, or they can go somewhere else and play something on their own. Those are both good options. And there might be one day your child chooses to obey the rules and stay in the game. Another day they might choose to leave the game and go play on their own. And both are good options, and they help you and your child learn something about the temperament of your child and what they're capable of handling and doing. So again, hopefully in working with these phrases, it helps to everything to run a little smoothly, and you can have some control and some efficiency in dealing with situations without having to always be a mean parent, and treating the children with more respect. So again, the phrase for today is please make a decision. And for more information, check out Parent Talk book by Chick Mormon. Have a good day.